Today's gospel was about something that happened 2,000 years ago. But in a way, it's still happening. King Herod is juxtaposed to the Magi. King Herod, half Jew and half Arab, began to practice in a way Judaism, not because he believed in it. He thought it'd help his career. He didn't practice it very long. He was the consummate Machiavellian politician. He eliminated everyone in his way to become the ruler of Jerusalem. He would kill people by various ways of stoning, by dagger, sword, strangulation. He even killed his own wife and her mother. He killed two of his sons. Caesar Augustus said, rumored to have said, it's better to be Herod's pig than his son. King Herod was really the essence of evil, but he was the most powerful person in Jerusalem. All social, economic, and political life he controlled. He had a spy system, something like the SS or the KGB, that would tell him who his rivals were and he would eliminate them. This was the darkness of Jerusalem that Christ was born into. Our world, in a way, is dark too. We have Herods around the world. Ruthless people that would do whatever they want to achieve their evil means. And the world seems so dark. But then you have the Magi. They represent a completely different world. Not the world of darkness, but the world of light. Isaiah spoke about, rise up, Jerusalem, in your splendor. Light has come. Light has come with the Magi, as the Magi follow the light of the star. The Magi were more concerned about finding goodness and beauty. They were concerned about doing the right thing, about following the best advice and achieving who they were to be. The Magi certainly were not self-consumed the way King Herod was. They were concerned about other people, of how they might help out other people. There's a famous line at the end of this gospel when it says that after they had worshipped the child, they returned home by another way. Now, you can think of that in a geographical way, but I think more important, you can think about in a spiritual way. Once you come to Bethlehem and you grasp in the profundity of the mystery what it means that God has become man. Once you grasp that, you're not the same as you were before. You're not the same on your way to Bethlehem. You return another way. And the other way that you return back home is with immense devotion and love of the child. Now, we find in the world today how terrorism reflects Herod. And the Magi in its light is there to oppose it. Actually, to eliminate the darkness. But we have our doubts. Every time we turn on the news, we see some evil happening. And we begin to wonder. I have a nephew who doesn't want his little children to watch the news because it's be so depressing. But our religion tells us that the Magi, the light of the star, it will conquer the darkness. Now, what is true of the world scene is also true of each one of us. Sometimes we get discouraged about the darkness in our own life. How are we going to overcome it? We have to look for the star. We have to follow the light. And following the light, it will take us to Bethlehem. And we will go back from Bethlehem different than we were previous.